Okay. Welcome everybody to 2021. New year.
Yeah.
And new episode. This is our first shoot for 2021. Famous lies and popular truths. We're back. It's your boys Yanko and Kuda. And yeah, look, we're happy to be here. We're happy to be filming again. And we're just keen to get the ball rolling and just get it started for the year, man. So yeah, Yanko, bro. What you saying, bro? What's up, man?
Oh man, glad to be alive, bro. After the year that was 2020.
Bro, that would have to be the most unique, the most weird year ever, eh? Like easily in our time, man.
Definitely, it was like one of those
Mm.
"what a time to be alive" situations.
Yeah, man. Like they gonna write about it in history, and you'll be like, "Yeah, I was alive during that time, man." You know what I
I
mean?
saw this comment on the
Mm,
internet. Someone was like, there was some meme. It was like, what do you think the season finale of 2020 is going to be?
right.
Because
Yeah.
we had COVID in 2020. We
Wow.
had the election situation.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
had
yeah.
all these lockdown and all these rules that no one could
Yeah.
ever imagine.
Mm.
All type of shit. So somebody was like, "Look, man, I think the alien is gonna pop by on December 31st."
Something
Be
totally
like,
crazy, eh? In true 2020 fashion, bro. Hmm.
"Oh my god!" Like,
Nah,
what,
honestly,
what,
like I was expecting somebody to die, man. Like somebody, like you know what I mean? Like I
somebody
mean, do you know
epic.
what? Do you know what I was even thinking? Like, right? I was thinking there could
Uh,
have even been something, although it wasn't 2020 anymore, 2021. I was thinking some mad shit, like some mad assassination type stuff could have gone down. Like, for
oh yeah,
example, in the States, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I was just thinking something like that, dude. You know what I mean? Because,
Like we get to watch maybe like a president assassinated or something like
you know what
that.
I mean? Like, yeah, because just the way things were going, bro, is just, you know what I mean? Crazy, bro. Yeah, man. Crazy.
We thought maybe we might reflect on 2020.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'll hit you with the question first, man. Like, what was your major takeaway? I mean, what were your maybe give me two, three takeaways uh, as far as the Earth and humanity go? From 2020, what were things that you didn't realize before, but now you're like, fuck,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Damn, man. I actually don't know. Like some of them, I maybe I did realize them, the things, but they just weren't as clear. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm,
You kind of see and be like, man, something's a bit off with that.
hmm,
But then yeah, like 2020 COVID just proper amplified it. Like for me, man, it was um like a lot of stuff that we worry about, man, and we obsess about, you know what I mean? And
hmm.
we stress about it, like it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like when it comes down to it, man, like, the important stuff is literally like life, man. Just living, you know what I'm saying? Just being out here, you know what I mean? Like
Give me an example. Like,
yeah.
like, give me tangible things that you're like before. You're like, ah, shit. Were you trying to rock a designer belt before, and now you're like, fuck it, or what is it?
Nah, I mean, man, I mean, you know what? To be honest, one thing for me personally, yeah, maybe I wasn't living so much, like sometimes I wasn't getting the moment so much, you know what I mean? I was like living,
Hmm,
but I was kind of like a little bit like very much, okay, gotta plan this for the future. I've gotta do this, you know what I mean? I've gotta put this here. I gotta make this plan there, you know what I'm saying? I've gotta put this money aside here for this, you know what I mean? And then a lot
hmm,
of times, instead of being in that moment, I was thinking in
hmm.
my head, I'm like, looking over there, you know what I'm saying? So
That's
that's
so true.
yeah, yeah, so I
That is
think that
so
was
true.
that was like that was a really big one, man, because it was like just be more dumb, bro. Just be more reckless. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know, bro. You know what I mean?
Just dumb
Yeah,
it down to a Neanderthal
yeah,
as much
yeah,
as
bro.
you can get.
Just take a take a few steps back in terms of that. I think that was the really big one for me, bro. Like, just
Yeah, yeah.
live more in the moments, bro. Like, yeah, man, yeah. But
I
obviously
had
within reason. But yeah,
within reason.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
you're not
obviously,
gonna
you know
go
what I
out
mean.
there and get a face tat today
That's
just
what
because
that's
like,
exactly that's what I mean. You know, what I mean, like, yeah, bro. You know, yeah, man. What about
I had
you,
a
bro?
similar sort of thing, man. With like I was just in 2019. I was just doing go go go. Like I mean,
Mm,
you need to save this amount. You need
mm,
to have this by the time you're this age. You know,
mm,
you need to read this much, or you need to have this amount. Even work, you need to have this amount of work finished by this date. If it does happen,
mm.
you need to do overtime. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah,
and then it's just like ever since that happened, I'm like, man, you know what? There was a lot of outside normal life happening that
yeah.
actually far more important than metrics or what could be or what's in store for the future. Like
Mm,
just this moment right here. You know what I mean? Like just trying to live for that time. And I don't think I did
yeah,
that before.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Um,
yeah. Yeah, I think
that
I
being said, yeah.
yeah, I was saying, yeah, I think I was very, very definitely very guilty of that, bro. Like just sometimes just yeah, I mean, just always thinking about the future, man. Of course, it's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? It's a good thing to think about your future.
Mm,
Because for me, like
mm,
obviously you have a plan, right? And then you have a long-term plan, then you break it into like, shorter term goals and shit, you know what I mean? So I
yeah,
was always in that mode, you know what I mean? I was always in that plan mode, So
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, bro.
Now, even just even after like life has become a bit more normal in the last 3 months and stuff,
Mm,
like
mm,
um, you just notice when you go outside and about and people are just more like open to
yeah.
conversating with
Oh yeah.
random people
Oh
than it
yeah,
was
yeah.
before,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah, yeah,
think
yeah.
that's on everyone really.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
can I ask you about, I guess, what did ISO, what did you get from isolation, you know?
Ah, man.
What did you get?
Isolation was
Yeah.
mad. I mean, I think for us, the good thing though, right? Because we
Mm,
had that like there was that nationwide lockdown in about what March, right?
mm,
And then there was like I know like Sydney by the time it was like June, I think the end of
mm,
June, they were like end of June is when they kind of introduced a raft of these, to kind
mm,
of going back to normal. So it was maybe like 3 months. That first 3 months, man.
mm,
It was just I don't know, man. It was just like I said before, with kind of like what really matters out there. You know what I mean? Like it was.
mm,
I wasn't because you're not out there. You know what I mean? And
mm,
you're not doing too much anymore. I really got
mm,
to get back into a lot of things, bro. That like I used to do. You know what I mean? A lot of
mm,
things that are me. But then obviously with time I had gotten out of all of these things and I'd stopped doing them. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I yeah.
What are you referring to?
Like
Like what?
like one of them, bro, is like obviously like what we started doing right now with this pod, right? You know what I'm saying? Starting the podcast and stuff, right? I've always been
Mm,
like I've always been super passionate about like I guess the common good, you know what I mean? The theory or
yeah.
like the idea of the common good and the idea of just
Mm,
giving back, you know what I'm saying? In
mm,
any small way, in whatever way you can, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
but then like the start of ISO really got me thinking because the whole time I had been thinking, I remember one time I told you I wanted to make this video, and then like when I went back home and stuff, you know what I mean?
Documentary. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I had a few things that I always
Yeah.
kept thinking about how can I do it. There was a time when I started like writing, you know what I'm saying? These little pieces on,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I
Mm,
remember and then yeah, but then like ISO just put me in that mode where like, okay, now you really have to think and then put
mm,
this stuff into action, you know what I'm saying?
true.
So
True.
yeah, yeah,
True.
yeah, bro. And I managed to start doing that. I managed to start going harder with fitness as well, bro. You know what I mean? Like even if you couldn't go
Yeah.
to a gym, man, you know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah.
just doing little exercises at home and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and yeah, bro, like
Yeah.
just back to basics, bro. You know,
reading.
yeah. I started like you. I started reading. I started reading much more than the last time I read was like back in uni, bro. You know what I mean? So I got back, like for real, bro. You know what I mean? For real, man. Like
Nah,
it's been a long time.
definitely. You know what I found, bro? Like,
Yeah,
when you're like really, really isolated when you're by yourself,
yeah,
because I realize like when everything is open and everything is happening,
yeah.
we get stuck into like a routine of like,
Mm,
either you're working or you're partying,
mm,
and maybe once in a while you might go to something different, and then when
mm.
all that's gone, you kind of have to now force yourself. I find that like you sit there and you're like, man, who am I really? Like, what are the things that like I used to be doing?
Mm,
When I was
mm,
maybe a teenager, like
mm.
before I went to high school, when I was like 7, 8, 9, 10
That's
years
it.
old, and then you
That's
start
it.
figuring out like, damn, I actually like maybe when I have a creative outlet and do a podcast
That's
with my
it.
friend, or maybe I want to read, I want to get fitness, even going for a walk, bro. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Going for a walk at lunch and shit. That's some gay ass shit that I said I would never do, bro. I was like, nah, no way. Going for a walk? What? Nah, no way. You know what I mean? I found myself going for walks at lunch and stuff, bro. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I started like, there's this park that's like near my house, man. I started going
Yeah.
down to the park, man. You know what I mean? Chilling in the park
Mm.
with a book, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, or sometimes I'll just go and chill in the park with nothing and just chill in the park. You know what I mean? Just watching the birds and shit. You know what I mean? Watching people like stuff like that, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, I was like, I've never seen this part of my neighborhood before. And it's like it's literally like right
it's
there.
literally 20 steps away, bro. It's like, oh, you're walking around like, oh, I never knew that was there. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, like that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that, bro. It's like that, man. It's like that.
I seen a friend, a mutual friend of ours.
Mm,
So this guy, he's not known for like, I'm not gonna name drop him, but like he's not known for cycling. You know
right.
what I mean?
Mm,
Not known for cycling, but all of a sudden you see him on Instagram cycling hard. This guy's cycling hundreds of kilometers a day and stuff. And I'm like, man,
right.
that's actually mad inspirational.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
It's mad motivational. And now I myself, I'm like, bro, let me pick my bike up again and start doing that type of thing,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Because you used to cycle and then you sold your bike or something, eh? Like back in the day, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't
Yeah.
think it was
Yeah. Yeah. What
I used to
what
enjoy it, but yeah.
what else did you like get into? Because I know, like obviously we
Mm.
can all see it in the back. You've got your fish pond. I thought that was pretty cool, man. Like I thought like that whole getting into that, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, man, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like it's different, but it's cool, because it's a process, right? To get it going, right?
Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah,
I
right.
like back home, like I guess fish are like a really big part of our culture in Malawi, and
Because Malawi is like 2/3 lake and like 1/3 fucking land,
pretty much. I mean, you guys. I had 5 people send me a meme this week about I guess it's supposed to be some weatherman from Malawi talking about, oh, it's gonna rain this week, and he's so excited, you know what I mean? And I was like, why is everyone telling me this? Like, like, do we really love water that much? But yeah, so I learned how to cycle, how to actually like set up the water process so that
Right,
they can actually live in there and grow.
right.
Learn different type of fish. I actually got to, like I've been living in this area since about May when Corona was already happening, but I actually
Mm.
got to know a lot of the shop owners in my neighborhood on
Oh hell
a
yeah.
first name basis.
Oh hell
So
yeah. Hell yeah.
you go and buy a drink, a takeaway drink, go and buy some shisha, and it's not just like a transaction. I
Yeah.
walk in there and I'm like a little celebrity now, like a mini celebrity. So, just
That's
I
mad.
think I really got into like this humanity of talking to people.
Mm. And bro, like,
Definitely, yeah.
like, sorry to like cut you off there, bro, but
Yeah.
I was gonna say like that's so true, bro, because as well, like here, like when they open like the gyms and stuff,
Mm,
I'd obviously been
mm,
going to the gym before, but after that, like I made like 2, 3 friends, you know what I'm saying, from the gym, you know what I
mm,
mean? And these are actually dudes
Yeah.
like I've even hung out with outside the gym. You know what I'm saying?
I know
Like
them.
cool
Yeah.
dudes. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Really cool dudes. You know? Yeah, yeah. That's
You're no
mad.
longer just going to the gym with your,
Yeah.
having your headphones on
That's
for,
it. That's
the
it.
whole time, mean
That's it.
mugging.
That's it. You know what I mean? Like I'm now like one of the dudes like in the gym who pretty much like everybody kind of knows. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like
Mm,
always there, just chatting and shit, talking to different dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's mad.
that's what's
Yeah, yeah,
up.
yeah. It's mad. Yeah,
That's,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
that's what's up. Even, you get in your like local government area, you get like
yeah.
uh, these news bulletins and stuff. Every other month in the mail, telling you what's
Right,
on in your LGA.
right,
Constructions.
right.
They're looking for volunteer groups and etc new skills and stuff that you can learn.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
something that like previously, like I probably would have grabbed it from the letterbox and thrown it
Throwing it
straight in
out.
the trash. But
Mm,
now I feel like I kind of think, and I'm like, man, let me check this out. They say there's I saw like an alcohol ink painting class,
mm-hmm.
and the one I was looking at today, and I was like, I never heard of that shit, but I'm gonna try that shit. And I think it wasn't up until, I guess, COVID sort of just accelerated how we view the importance of, I guess, person to person,
Right,
you know,
right.
humanity, and or even just your own solo piece where you're not always
Yeah.
looking at screens or you're not
Mm,
always on the go. Sometimes just
yeah,
to sit in
yeah,
the park, count the ants passing you by. You're like, damn, this is
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
With that
Yeah.
topic though,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
what
mad,
would you
man.
say is the famous lie and the unpopular truth, man, to get back to our theme of our podcast?
Mm. Okay. Um, shit, man. I mean, famous lie, man, is that like man, half the stuff that we worried about, I guess it's really not that it's really not that effectual, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, half the things that we're like losing, sometimes, losing sleep, stressing, it's really not that important, bro. Like, I mean, another thing that, like, for example, family, like, right, family is so important, right? And then, like, in this
Mm,
situation,
mm,
COVID situation, when you can't see your family, you know what I mean? And they're not close to you, and you can't just
mm.
go and like visit them or whatever, you know what I mean? You're like, damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I really need to
that's
like,
so true.
you know what I mean? I
So
really
true.
need to cherish these guys, man. You know what I mean? No matter how annoying
Yeah,
they are, you know what I'm saying? But you know,
that's super true.
yeah, yeah. So I
Super
think
true.
that's one of the things, man, is that it just magnified what's important and what doesn't matter that much, man. And bro,
Mm.
for me, like, bro, an unpopular truth, bro, I'd have to say that bro, celebrities ain't shit, bro. Like for me, man.
What?
You know what I mean?
Why you dissing on celebs, man? That
Nah,
came out of the
bro.
left.
I'm gonna have to diss him, bro. I'm gonna have to diss him, bro. Cause bro, I hate like. Okay, I'm not really a fan, man. Call me a hater, bro. But I don't really like all that hero worshipping stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just to put
Right.
celebrities up there on a pedestal, just because this guy maybe acts in a couple of movies, or this guy shoots a
Mm.
few balls through some hoops. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Bro.
That's it. You know what I mean? Then you're gonna be like you deify them. You know what I mean? They become like demigods. Damn, man. You know what I mean? We all saw, bro, during COVID, bro, them dudes wasn't like they was ineffectual, bro. Like the people who matter is just the regular nurse, you know what I'm saying? Out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
she's a
Yeah.
star. He or she's a star, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? All these people, all these, like healthcare workers and all these type emergency workers, all them people, you know what I mean?
But even the garbage guy, man, like
You
the
know, no,
garbage man is
that's what I mean,
super
bro.
important.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's legit what I mean,
like,
bro. You know what I mean? Yeah,
like
bro.
I
Celebrities
would
ain't
say,
shit.
I think I'll mirror you with my response. Yeah.
Mm,
So I'll say the uh, famous lies that
yeah,
obviously monetary gain and
yeah,
finances
yeah.
is that's like the end all be all. You know what I mean? Like, or if I've got, I used to think, or if I've got, if I get 50 grand,
Mm,
in a portfolio or whatever, everything is set. You know what I mean? But
mm,
the unpopular truth is that shit doesn't. It's not really that. Like, I mean, we only need as far as we can maintain. You know, what I mean, just being able to live a decent life. I think that's good enough. Not saying that goal is
Right.
not important, but it's more
Right.
important. I guess the unpopular truth is that it's more important to just have those family relationships, or even with friends.
Mm.
Or even like authors. Like I was thinking, authors are like more important in a way than celebrities, right?
Right.
To pick up what you were saying, because
Right.
read a couple books in 2020,
Mm.
and I would come back writing some notes on my phone to say, man, I need to remember this,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
this I can
Yeah.
resonate with this, like I can
Yeah.
relate to
Yeah.
this,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch some guy, dribbling a ball and think,
Or
oh, this
kicking
is
a
really
footy
helping
or
me.
something like that. You know what I mean?
Nah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
uh, man, shall we get to?
What was your unpopular truth there, bro? I didn't get that one, bro.
No, 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 no. The unpopular truth is just
Mm.
that, all this, celeb, uh, I guess, entertainment stuff, it's not
Mm.
really all that cracked up to be. Because, like, in the times when we had, like, the crazy lockdown here in Melbourne,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, sure, I could sit 23 hours a day and watch freaking TV,
Mm.
but, it did me better to just catch up with some homeboys for like 2 hours.
Mm.
You know
Mm.
what I mean?
Mm. Mm.
So I
Mm.
guess
Mm.
all this stuff, all this time on the screens, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like it's not. The unpopular truth is that it doesn't amount to a person
True.
to person
True. True.
communication or
True.
connection, I guess.
Yeah. True. 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 Hard. Eh? I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie, man. I did spend a lot of time on like on on like apps and shit, man. To be honest, during the time,
like
uh,
dating apps.
all apps, bro. Dating apps, IG. You know what I mean? Facebook. You know what I mean? I did like yeah, I did.
They didn't make you feel better. Like, I mean, think about this, right? So famous,
Mm-hmm.
like looking
Mm.
at freaking IG thoughts, right? Oh,
Mm.
that's great. This is so much fun. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Unpopular truth. You spend most of your time now on IG
Mm.
chatting with your friends about stupid memes and stuff, and that's more
That's it.
funny. That's
Yeah.
more. You know what I mean?
That's better than yeah, exactly. That's better than just looking at the yeah.
Like, oh, look at this girl's ass on IG.
Yeah.
Like,
Looking at IG models, bro. Yeah. Now that's it, bro. 100%.
man, I wanted to talk about
Yeah.
the topic of I guess the streets, as you would call it. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
our last podcast, Nadir was sort of saying that the pandemic and lockdown
Mm,
spent people that I guess he would be different from us because we live alone, yeah, and
mm,
you live alone and I live alone separately, but he stays with his partner and whatnot, and he was saying
mm,
that the pandemic exposed the cracks in relationships, so not his in particular, but
mm,
in certain relationships because um, you know a lot of people realized that they couldn't stand spending a lot of time with each other, or that this
mm,
relationship actually isn't that great,
mm.
like um,
Damn.
from your perspective,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Did you feel like being quote unquote in the streets, or being on them
Mm-hmm,
dating apps that you just said?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Did you come out of it thinking, oh man, I wish I had a solid relationship whilst I was in lockdown, or you were happy with,
The
the apps,
streets.
the
Yeah,
streets?
yeah. Look, I mean, I guess for me, like for actually the better part of COVID, I like had
Mm.
like a COVID situation. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Uh-huh.
um, yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. I literally legit think like both of us,
Mm.
we probably were in that situation just because it was like COVID lockdown mad. You know what I mean? Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like if it was any, it
yeah.
was just kind of like holding each other down. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's how
Mm.
I felt. You know what I'm saying? So um, I think cause like to be really in the streets during like COVID proper would have been quite difficult, eh? Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, yeah. But then but then like after, you know what I mean? After when the stuff just kind of got back a little bit normal, right? And um, then you're in the streets, and then you're like, I don't know, it's it feels like because there's a lot going on, man. Like it's honestly sometimes it's literally overwhelming, bro. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of like you're meeting like so many new people, so many different people, and then it's just like, and sometimes like you're hanging out with people, and then like it's almost like an interrogation because they're just asking, you know what I mean, different questions about what they would like, and then you're like, yo, man, can we just vibe and then just let that other shit work itself out? You know what I mean? Like it will literally come to the light, you know what I'm saying, if we just hang, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, definitely you do get that, like to be like, yo, man, like, the streets it's a lot of work, bro, you know what I mean? And it definitely takes a lot of effort, and it sometimes definitely is overwhelming, you know what I'm saying? So you're like, oh, bro, like, wouldn't it be dope to just have like, a really, really like a really, really like cool situation, and like, something where you guys know you guys got each other, you got each other's back, like type thing, you know what I mean? But then,
Are you saying that the streets is are you saying that the streets is overrated?
you see, the thing is, I don't know if I could properly say that, because I'm remembering how my head was working when I wasn't in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and
Yeah.
even when I talk to my like there's like friends who I talk to right now, right? And they're like in like, serious relationships and stuff, you know what I mean? And they're like, bro, they're just complaining, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just complaining the whole time, like, and like, man, like these dudes, they be talking to us and they be thinking like envious of us, like, man, you must really be, you know what I mean? Like you must really be
People
like,
think that.
yes.
You
So,
gotta realize, man, like
yeah,
that grass is greener thing, that grass is
yeah,
greener thing applies
everything.
it applies to everything,
Mm,
and it wasn't that long ago we had a
mm,
I guess New Year's Eve,
mm.
I guess just chilling out with the boys on New Year's Eve,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
having a couple of drinks or whatever.
Mm,
um we had, we've had a couple of examples of friends that are in serious relationships or married or whatever,
mm.
and then they come and step to you there by themselves, and they think, you know, uh, man, once a couple of drinks start flowing, they think, oh man, what are you guys waiting for, bro? Like, where's the girl, man? Bro, like, let's, like
Oh, yeah,
they're the
yeah,
most, they're the most lit, and they're the ones who are ready to
yeah.
go because they
Y'all
think that
needs
you're
to,
like, oh,
yeah, like y'all dudes are slacking, man. Y'all needs to get to moving. You know what I'm saying? There's shorties over
yeah,
there, man. Go. What are you guys doing? You know what I
like,
mean?
come on, like,
Yeah. There's a chick right
like
there,
they,
man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mhm.
like they think
Yeah.
it's one big orgy, and then
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the other hand, if you're like in the streets or whatever, you will
Mm,
have that perspective that, man, if I just had a true little situation,
mm,
it's gonna be like this,
mm,
like it's gonna be
mm,
so perfect
mm.
and nice and you know.
Exactly, and we'll be getting along, and we'll be you know what I mean? Like connecting, whatever, vibing, all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, 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 yeah. I,
What is
I,
the real answer though? Yeah.
bro, this is what I think, man, bro. I think it's just a matter of perspective, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Mm,
and also it's a matter of saying whichever way or whichever situation you are in, man, just try
mm.
by all means to enjoy that situation. You know what I mean?
Make the
For what
most
it
of it.
is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just
Mm,
make the most of it. You know what I'm saying? And don't get caught
mm.
up, because best believe if you switch roles, you know what I'm saying, you'll be looking over at the other side like, man, I wanna be on that side. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like you know? I don't know. What do you think, bro?
It's just well, like there was some Drake song.
Yeah,
I'm bringing this up because I'm gonna link it back. It's kind of like
right,
that last podcast where I was linking
right.
the orgy with COVID or whatever. Like, and
Yeah,
the day
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what
yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Um,
That was
but
mad though, bro.
I did link it though.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, nah, you did. It was just mad way. Like it was just like what? Like
I had to find the most extreme example, man.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I think yeah, like there's a Drake song, and he said one of his really old albums, like it's like I swear, sports and rap are so synonymous because we want to be them and they
Mm,
want to be us.
mm, mm,
You know what I
mm,
mean? And
mm.
I think it's just the same as if you know 29 single and then you got a friend with 29, one kid. To you, you might be like, to you, you've been around, trying like meeting so many different people and feeling like, this ain't it, not this ain't it, or this, you know what I mean? Like, if I just had that one girl with a good connection and we could do
Yeah.
something instead of like just, switching or doing whatever, whatever.
Mm,
Whereas the other person might be over that, wife and kids thing, and he might be like, oh man, this guy looks so free. Like, I just saw
yeah.
him, like he said he had this, like, he had this situation from last weekend. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
man, it just looks like he's living life, but it's always gonna be that, so I do
It's
agree with
always a
you.
new story. Yeah.
It's always a new,
Yeah, yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Wilder than the last one.
you know,
Yeah.
and I think the worst thing is that there's sort of like societal pressures on people like our age to be like,
Mm,
oh, why aren't you doing this? Or why
mm,
aren't you doing that? And
mm,
I think one thing I've realized is that uh I guess I'll say the famous lie is that, oh, you gotta be X age and be engaged,
mm,
have a serious relationship or have a kid.
mm.
But I think the unpopular truth is, fuck the age. You actually just gotta do it when you really, really feel like this is a situation. You know what I
Mm.
mean? This is a girl or this is the guy. You know what I
Right,
mean? Not because, oh man, everyone's doing it, or I'm
right.
supposed to be doing this now. Because I think a lot of people have done that and actually ended up on the wrong side of life.
So, so okay. So, do you feel like in life that happens for everybody? Like that person comes along where it's like that's the one, that's it. You know what I mean? Do you feel like?
Yeah, that's a really dark question, bro.
But we,
um,
yeah.
yeah.
No, no, no. Just yeah. Answer. It's all good, bro.
Man, I feel like people get a couple chances, man. Like I feel like
Yeah.
that generally people get a couple chances.
Mm.
Um, I know sometimes it doesn't happen for people.
Mm.
Uh, but you know, you can almost. I feel like you can almost always tell.
Mm.
Like the older you get, you can almost always tell
Right.
if somebody was running out of time and then they just grabbed the next girl that was next to him, being like, "Yep, man, you're gonna be my girl." You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean. Like I'm sick of this shit. You know what I mean? Oh,
I'm sick of the streets.
I'm sick of the streets, man. Like you're gonna be my wife. Fuck this shit. You can tell when someone just forcing the situation. You know
Wow,
what I mean?
bro. Wow.
You
I'm not gonna ask
know?
you to for examples, but I'm gonna just leave that.
No, no, I'm not talking about anything in particular. I'm just saying, like, you can tell because you have
Right,
that, like, I have that thing, like, I have that
right.
feeling where it's like, I just always feel like I won't do anything like this
Okay.
until I feel like this is, I feel like this is really, I really want this when I'm not questioning
Mm,
it. You know what I mean?
mm, mm, mm,
What about yourself? Do you feel like, everyone gets that, or this is supposed to be, this is my ticket, or this is my one, like,
mm.
or is it just, you know, anything can happen with anyone, and you just have to
Um,
work on it? What do you think?
yeah, man. Look, man, I feel like definitely you do get somebody who's be like, yeah, this person's really cool, right? But
Mm,
then you're still going to have to polish and you know what I mean?
mm,
Polish that diamond or you know what I mean, like shine that shoe or
mm,
however you want to call it, you know what I mean? And they're also
mm,
gonna have to do that same thing on you, you know what I'm saying?
mm,
Polish you,
mm,
sharpen you, like, and it's just a
mm,
matter of saying like, yo, man, okay, this person's cool and everything, and
mm,
I'm like, I like, I don't know, these really like critical, like, aspects of their
Qualities.
character as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, character
Yeah.
qualities that you guys can, align on, you know what I'm saying? And then,
Mm.
the other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because
You work
yeah,
on.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Because I think it is really tough as well. And like obviously these days, man, you got so many options, bro. You know what I mean? You got so you got so many options, bro. You know what I
What are you
mean?
trying to say about the streets, bro?
Yeah, bro. There's a lot, bro. There's a lot of options in the streets, man. There's a lot of chicks out here, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, that's a lot.
What's good for the goose ain't good for the gander, bro.
What was that?
What's good for the goose ain't good for the gander.
Damn, bro. I don't even know what
You ever
that
heard that one?
statement is. I've heard it, but I don't even like. I've never really thought about it like that, bro.
Nah, you should look into it. Nah,
Mm,
I think it's one of the topics that I think we should really tackle on the next couple episodes. I guess it's like the maybe it sort of expands on this a little bit, but
right.
not as well. It's just the I guess everybody's maturity arc in life.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Not
yeah, yeah.
because I think we both almost 30, and you can look back right now and look at yourself when you were
Mm,
10,
mm.
and then look at 15, and then look at 20 and 25, and actually see what be like. I can't believe I used to think that, or I can't believe I used to behave like that, or I
Right. Yeah,
can't
yeah,
believe I
yeah,
used. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah.
many different things that get you to mature.
Mm,
And I think we should explore that topic of how does a person arrive from point A to point B. You know what I mean? In the next
yeah,
episode.
yeah. Okay, okay. Nah, that's cool, man. So much time for you, eh? You got an appointment.
Yeah, man.
All
I've got
right.
my Aikido appointment. But
Yeah.
I guess in closing off,
Yeah.
thanks for listening, y'all.
Yeah, yeah, man. And yeah, we're hoping to, keep leveling up for 2021. We're hoping to get a lot more guests on the show, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all dudes
Mhm.
get sick and tired of hearing of our voices, you need a different opinion on here. So we're working on that. And yeah, please guys, just your feedback is important, is dope. And whatever you guys think, please tell us. Obviously,
Yeah,
we've got the YouTube, and we've got the Spotify set up now. So we'd really appreciate you guys' support on that. And
yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's it,
Instagram
bro.
as well.
That's it, bro.
All right,
All right, bro.
peace.
Thank you, bro.
All right.